Welcome back to video number 2 of the series of 3 video on how to make the beautiful summer blouse. In this part 2 we're going to learn how to do the strap and how we're going to make this square that will go under the arm. And then on video number 3 we're going to learn how to attach them to the strap and how to finish our blouse. Here I have my 2 squares already done. And no matter what size you're doing, you have to have 2 squares exactly the same like this one. Either you're making a small, a medium, a large, or an extra large blouse. Okay, now we're going to start with the strap. That is this one here. And this one is Bruges lace, what I did here to do the strap. And they're very easy to do. So I'm going to explain as I go how you're going to do it for bigger, depend the size that you're doing. For this one that is size large, I did chain 6 and I have 6 double crochet in there. If you want to do a small or a medium, you can do chain 4. And if you wanted to do an extra large, either you can do 8 or you can do 4. And then after you do this row completely, all this around here, you can attach another one exactly the same all the way around, and it'll give you a wider strap and a bigger chest. For mine is large, I did 6. So as I go, I will explain you what to do. I'm gonna do a slip knot and I'm gonna chain 6. Like I said, if you're doing a smaller or a medium, you can chain 4 or 5. The strap will be a smaller strap, but that's relative with the size of your top. For me, I'm gonna chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And I'm gonna hold that 6 chain there in between my nail. And I'm gonna chain 7. For me, that is a large. If you're making a small one or a medium, you will chain 5. And if you do an extra large, you're doing 7 exactly like me. Even if you are doing the 2 strap, doing this double. So I'm going to hold that one there with my nail. I'm going to chain 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And now in that one that I'm holding there, in that number 6, I'm going to do a double crochet. And you're going to end with that chain there of 7 that make a loop. So you're going to do your double crochet. For me there are 6 because I did chain 6. So you're making 4, you do 4 double crochet. If you're doing 5, you do 5 double crochet. It's depending on how many chains you give to your strap. And if you're doing just 1 for an extra large and you did 8, you just do 8. So I'm doing my 6 double crochet. Now I'm going to chain 7 because I did 7 in here. I always on those loops will have the same amount that you did in this one. If you did 5, you will do 5 now. But for me are 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. I turn my work around and I will do again those 6 double crochet that I did in the row before. Just like this. 5 and 6. I turn my work around and I will chain 7, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Turn my work around and I will do my 6 double crochet. For that one that I did there, I explained you that my strap is a little long and this is a little low cut, so I'm gonna make it a little higher. So in that one I left 5 of this loop before I start attaching the granny square. So in this one I'm gonna leave 4. So if you want yours just like that one, you will leave 5, but if you want a little higher, you will do 4. So I recommend if you're making a small one or a medium, you do 4. If you're making an extra large, you do 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And I'll continue doing this until I have 4 loop. I will have the 4 loop in here in the middle, in this part here. Okay, that will be the 4 loop in this side. And here I finish. I have my 4 loops there in the same side that I have my tail, and I start the next one. Now I have to do my next loop, but the next loop gonna be attached to the granny square, and then you're gonna pick the one that you want for the front of your collar, or in the front. You're gonna pick what tip of the flower you want for your top. I'm gonna leave that one, and then we're gonna start attaching our strap to the granny square in this corner, and then we're gonna go all the way around into this corner here, and this will be open. So to start, we're gonna, since I did 7, I'm gonna do 3, but if you did 5, you will do 2. 1, 2, and 3. I'm gonna come here to the corner, and I'm gonna do a single crochet, and here I'm gonna chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. I'm gonna come back here to the strap, and I'm gonna do my 6 double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now I'm gonna chain 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Go back here. You just have to turn around the strap, not the square. And you're gonna do again your 6 double crochet. It's not as difficult as it seems, so I'm gonna explain really well. I may have to do this video in 2 parts if it's too long, so I may have to divide it in 2. And 6. Remember, if you did 5, you will do 2 chain. You'll do 2, but for me were 7, so I had to do 3. 1, 2, and 3. If you did 5, you will do 2, and you will go to the next space here in between these 4 treble crochet, and here you will do a single crochet. And if you did 5, you will chain 2 more. But I did 7, I will chain 3 more. 1, 2, and 3. That is 3 in here. The single crochet will be 4, and 3 more will be 7. So I'm gonna continue. Now I'm gonna do again my 6 double crochet in the strap. And now I will chain 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and come back again. And the next one gonna be in here in the space of 7. The next one will be here inside that union that we did here of all the treble crochet. Inside there, the next one will be there. The next one will be in between these 4, and then in this corner I will show you what to do, because we need to do more than one, because you want to do it round in here, otherwise it will be no, don't be good. um, they're gonna look good. So you continue doing that, you see, attaching the strap to the square until you go to the corner. Remember, here you will do the next one, in top of the tip of the petal you will do the next one, and then here the next one, and then in between these four, 2 and 2, and here you will do the next one, and then we start in the corner. Okay, we're gonna do now the corner. So far we done this like this. This is the for the top, front of the top, and this is one side, this is the bottom. Okay, we're gonna do here in the corner, in the first corner of the square, or the second, because we already worked on this one, and the second one here is the one that we see here. You see this one here, to make it this round. Here we're gonna do 3 of those loops inside this corner. So I have chain 3. Just a sec, let me get a little towel that I put under my elbow, because from resting my elbow in the here on my table, sometimes get sore. So I put a little towel there. Okay, here I do a single crochet. 1, 2, 1, 2, and 3. Turn my work around, and I do again my 6 double crochet, and that is 1 loop in the corner already there, and we have to have 3. I would love for all those people, or you girls that, or guys that do this top, I would love to see pictures. I'm gonna leave my Facebook page here, 5, 6, and 7. That way you guys can send me some pictures to see all the different colors that you guys make the top from all over the world. My Facebook page is Ruby Stedman Crochet and Y Manualidades, but that's in Spanish, but I'm gonna leave here the link in English. Okay, it's Ruby Stedman Crochet y Manualidades. There you can post your picture, even if it's a work that you did from somebody else. I would love to see your creations, or if it's your own. You want to share with me, go ahead. Okay, I have 6, 1, 2, and 3. Go back at the same corner and do another single crochet. 3, 1, 2, and 3. Do my 6. You see, I only twisting the strap, not the granny square, only the strap of the Bruges lace. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do my work. Again, do my 6 double crochet. Chain 3. And remember, chain 3 is for me because I'm doing 7, but if you're doing 5, you will chain 2. And do another single crochet in the same corner space. Chain 3, go back again, and do my 6 double crochet. Six. Yeah, I'm almost off camera, sorry. I guess so caught up was looking at my hand crocheting that I don't realize that I'm moving. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Come back again. Do my 6 double crochet. Now I'm going to chain 3. And I will come here to the space between these 4 and I start again with the other loops. If you're doing this top extra large, I recommend to do another loop in that space. That way when you start doing the other part, you will have enough space to make an extra square. That way the top is bigger. So you will do here, you see, in that corner have 1, 2, and 3 loops in there. And now you will continue. Let me show you all the way around like you've done until now. Put it flat on my surface. And I will move the camera to show you the corner. You see, it's round already here. So if you are doing extra large, do another one in that space there in that corner. And then you will continue exactly what you've done in there. You will do the next loop in this chain 7 space, the other one at the tip of the flower, the other one in the chain 7 space, the other one between these 4, and in this corner you do exactly the same that you did there. 3 loops in that space. There will be 3 single crochet like that. If you are doing extra large, you will do 4, and then you will continue here. You will do 1 in between these 2, exactly what you do here. 1 in here, 1 in there, 1 in here, 1 in here, and 1 in here in the corner, just like that. And then you will continue until you have 4 loops like that in this side. Don't cut your yarn because we're going to continue all the way around the back part of your top. When you get there, when you have 4, and then we put one of the markers to mark the top, that way you know how many you're going to do for the back. Here I finished the front part of this part of the blouse, not the whole front, but just the part of the chest. And I finished here exactly as I start in this row here. You see I have 4 loops in this side, I have 4 loops in this one, and I finish here with that row. I wanted to show you, I did a little bit at this rugged lace smaller, just in case you are making want to make a smaller top. I just wanted to show you the difference in size, because you will think, oh, that's too big, but look how smaller this one is. This one is 4 double crochet and chain of 5 in each side. So and then now we're going to continue with the top. Since we don't cut our yarn, we're going to continue with the back strap. We're going to start doing now the back. So we need a marker now after we do this one. Seven. And now we will put a marker here. You can put anything to mark, even a hairpin. And that one is the first loop for the back strap. Like that. So for me it will be 5, and when I start to do the 6th loop, I will meet you here to show you how to start attaching the back square. Here I finished my 5 loops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna start my number 6. And what I'm gonna do is I have my square, and I'm gonna put it there to show you. I'm gonna fold this one here, that way it's easier for me to show. Okay. See, this is the right side. You have to make sure that you have the right size up. This is the wrong side, this is the right side. And you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And in the number 6, you're gonna start now you're gonna chain 3 or 2, depend the size that you're making. 1, 2, and 3. You're gonna come to this corner here. We're doing exactly the same as we did in the other square. We're gonna come here, do a single crochet, chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. Turn your strap, only the strap, not the square, and you will continue working your stitches exactly the same as we did for the other granny square. Show you, it's right there. I attach the first one in there, and this will go later like this. See, like that in the front and the back will be exactly the same. So you're gonna continue all the way around this one like you did the other one. The next loop will be in here between these 4, the next one here, the next one in the tip of the flower, the next one here, then other one here, and here in this second corner, because this one is the first one, the second corner, you'll do exactly the same you did in the other one. For me, I did 3 loops inside this corner, but if you do an extra large, you will have 4 loops in this corner. And then you continue exactly the same, 1 loop in here, 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, and in the corner you'll do 3 or 4, depending on the size that you're making. So you're going to continue all the way around straight, like you did on the other side here or here, straight up. When you get here, you will do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 loops. Don't cut your yarn, and I will meet you there to show you how you're going to attach the 2 straps here together. I'm about to finish my first ball of yarn, so I'm gonna grab the next one. I'm gonna show you how to tie a knot that you don't have to lose any tail and you don't gonna see any knot in your work. You're gonna grab this one in your left hand, the yarn that you're working with, and in your right, the one you're gonna work with. So you're gonna grab this one and you're gonna put it in the bottom of the other one, crossing it like that, and you're gonna hold it right there with the 2 fingers there, and you're gonna grab this one. This one is the one attached to the ball of yarn, and you're gonna wrap around it in front of your top of your finger and in the middle of the 2 strands of yarn. You're gonna grab this one and you're gonna pass it through the loop. You're gonna grab those 2 tails. You're gonna pull just a little bit in there, and then you're gonna grab like this and pull this one and the one that is attached to the ball of yarn. You're gonna pull that one as hard as you can. In that knot, don't go anywhere. Now you can cut your little tails, and that knot is exactly like the knots that come from fabric. I finished with the other half at the top, at the back, and now the strap. If I count here, here is the marker, and that was the number 1 for the back, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now I count 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And I have 1, 2, 3, and 4 for the front, 1, 2, 3, and 4 for the front. Now here, I'm gonna chain 1, and I'm gonna cut the yarn, leaving a tail for sewing. Those 2 pieces together, you're gonna end up just like this. Now we're gonna sew this part. Let me get my tapestry needle. Now we're gonna sew these 2 pieces of the straps together, and we're gonna match every stitch to every stitch from one side to the other one, because we have here, in this one we have 6 double crochet, and in this one we have 6. So we're gonna grab that strand of yarn from this side. That was when we started, that we chained 6. Make sure that the straps are not twisted. And now I'm gonna grab this one in this side, these 2, and like that we're gonna sew these 2 pieces together. Here I wanted to show you the 2 pieces the front and the back. Here is the straps, and one for the front, one for the back, in one piece. Look really nice. And now we're gonna work on the other square for here. Here I have the two options of the square. This one will be for a size small to a medium, and this one for a large and an extra large blouse. In this one, I went and I did 5 chain, and I start already with the flower, the 4 petals of the flower. And in this one, I chain 5 and I did a circle as the one I did in this one here to start the flower and make the flower bigger. In this one, in the last row, I chain 5, and in this one I chain 7. So I'm gonna explain you. The rest is the same, and I will explain you as I go to make the smaller or to make the big one. And here exactly the same space. The flower has exactly the same space and everything. Okay, but the two of them start exactly the same. You're gonna chain 5, do a slip knot, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and do a circle with a slip knot, a slip stitch, sorry. And you're gonna chain 5. That's for this one. I'm gonna explain you how to do this one first, just in case you're making a smaller one. You're gonna chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and you're gonna do 3 times. You're gonna wrap your yarn on the hook. You're gonna do a quadruple crochet. Okay, you pass through 2, pass through 2, and pass through 2, but you're not gonna finish that. You're gonna have 2 loops on your hook. You wrap your yarn on the hook 3 times, and again you pass through 2, 2, and 2, and you have 3 loops on your hook. Have your yarn on the hook 3 times, you pass through 2, 2, and 2, and you have 4 loops. Now you're gonna close that loop like that, those 4 loops, and you're gonna chain 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now you're gonna wrap your yarn on the hook 3 times, and you're gonna do a post, a single, triple, quadruple crochet by itself, and you're gonna finish that one like that. Now you're gonna chain 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and you start all over again, dropping your yarn on the hook 3 times and making the post, but you don't gonna finish, and you're gonna make 4 of them, 4 posts, and then you close them together and chain 8, and then the next one will be one of these posts, and like that. You're gonna do this all the way around, and it's this row here. You see? When you're gonna finish, you're gonna end with the post, and then when you're gonna close this, I will meet you there to show you how you're gonna close that to finish, to end in the middle of the chain. I'm gonna show you when I'm doing this one, because this one is the one I'm making, so I will show you it is closing at that part is exactly the same in both of them. So I'll show you now how to make this one. We're gonna start with a chain of 5. We're gonna close our circle, and we're gonna chain 5, but these 5 are 3 for a double crochet and 2 for a 2 chain for the space in between. 1, 2, and 3, a double crochet, and 2 more, 1 and 2 for the space in between. Now we're gonna do a double crochet in our circle. We're gonna chain 2, another double crochet, chain 2, another double crochet, chain 2, and like that we're going to continue until I have 8 double crochet on our circle, and we're going to chain 2 and do a slip stitch in the 3rd chain here from the first double crochet, or those chains that are the beginning of the work. we're gonna do this exactly the same as the one that we did for the first granny square from the front and the top. That is this here in the middle. So I'll meet you here at the end. Here I finished with my slip stitch. Now we're gonna work inside these two double crochet, and we're gonna do a slip stitch to get inside there. Now we're gonna chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and we're gonna do there our first petal, and it's exactly the same as we did in that one, except that we're working in those little spaces there. I'm gonna wrap your yarn on the hook 3 times. I'm gonna pass it through 1, 2, and 3, and leave those 2 loops on your hook. Wrap 3 times, 1, 2, and 3, and leave those 3 loops on the hook. Wrap 1 and 2 and 3. And now we have 4 loops, and we're gonna close them together, and we're gonna chain 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And now we're gonna wrap our yarn on the hook 3 times, and in the next space here we're gonna do a quadruple crochet, just one of those posts. You see, and instead of we'll be working in the space of the 5 chains, we are working in these spaces that we created to make this square bigger. Now we chain 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We yarn the hook 3 times and come to the next space and do the next petal. You see, I have 1 post. I'm gonna do 3 more, and I will have 5 loop on my hook because we are carrying this one from the chain 8, and I will close them, and I will continue until I have 4 petals and 4 of this post. Okay, all the way around, just like this one. You see, 4 petal and 4 post. So when I get here to the last post, I will meet you here. That way I will show you how we're gonna attach this last post to this petal. For either square, this one or this one, you're gonna finish exactly like this one. What I'm doing now, you're gonna chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and you're gonna wrap your yarn on the hook twice, and you're gonna do a treble crochet here. You see in the top of this petal, you'll see the first chain that we did that formed a little circle. You're gonna pass your yarn through there, and you're gonna do a treble crochet 1, 2, and 3, and you end in the center of that chain space, or that space in there for the next row.